What is up, everybody? It's Animac here for AnimeUproar, and today I will be discussing the insane finale of the fight between Devil Union Asta and the fused form of Lilith and Naamah. This was a huge chapter, and it marks an important turning point in the story. But we have to remember that this is still only the beginning of the final showdown inside the Spade Kingdom, so let's get into it. If you enjoyed the Black Clover content here on the channel, just leave a like and comment. It only takes a second, and it's a completely free way to directly support this channel. And of course, if you're new to AnimeUproar, or maybe you watch our videos but you haven't subscribed yet, make this the video that you subscribe and hit that notification bell to turn on all notifications. There have been a ton of rumors lately about YouTube purging subscribers and unsubscribing people from channels. So please do me a favor and double check that you are still subscribed to AnimeUproar. Finally, this video will of course contain Black Clover manga spoilers, so please proceed with caution. You have been warned. We started off as Asta faces down that massive devil spirit bomb, which continues to loom dangerously over the entire Spade Kingdom capital. The focus of this chapter is the clash between the highest ranking devil, the fusion of Lilith and Naamah, and the lowest ranking devil, which is Liebe before he developed the ability to use anti-magic. As this fight unfolds, we learn that Asta only has 2 minutes left in his Devil Union form, so he has to act fast. He has to defeat this overpowered fused devil as soon as possible. The Devil Spirit Bomb is still a threat and time is running out, so Asta has to pull out all the stops, including the Demon Dweller Sword. Asta appears to use some form of black slash to cut through the Devil Spirit Bomb. But we have to say that this is clearly some sort of powered up Devil Union version of black slash. And as a result of this attack, Asta is able to break through the Devil Fire and Devil Ice magic. As Asta approaches the fused devil, Liebe inside of Asta remembers how he was the weakest of all the devils on the first level of the underworld. And he remembers how Lilith and Naamah were the highest ranking devils on that same level. Liebe spent so many years being bullied and abused by these highest ranking devils, and at that time he was completely powerless to do anything to stop them. Even if he tried his best, he never even stood a chance against these devils. But now, thanks to anti-magic and thanks to Asta, Liebe is able to stand up to the fusion of Lilith and Naamah and fight against them. Liebe is extremely grateful to Asta for giving him this opportunity to stop Lilith and Naamah. An opportunity that he would have thought impossible before meeting Asta. So just like Asta had thanked Liebe in the past for giving him the ability to fight and become a magic knight, Liebe now thanks Asta for everything that Asta has done for him. And this moment really showcases the fact that Asta and Liebe have an equal partnership. They both depend on each other, and this partnership is not a one-way street. And honestly, I love seeing the relationship between these two develop. After learning Liebe's tragic backstory, I am so glad that he and Asta are becoming bros. And I think that fighting together during this arc is going to make their bond even stronger. But back to the fight itself. This entire experience with Asta and anti-magic is extremely strange to the fused devil, and he seems confused. And Liebe knows exactly why this is the case. Lilith and Naamah have always lived as the strongest devils inside their realm, and they were always the undisputed rulers of the first floor of the underworld. They lived their entire lives believing that all life exists solely for their own entertainment. And so they are used to always being in complete control and dominating every situation. As such, Lilith and Naamah have never known fear. It is a completely alien emotion to them. But that is exactly what they are feeling now, as Asta and Liebe turned out to be extremely dangerous opponents. Nevertheless, the fused devil is able to adjust to the situation pretty quickly. He realizes that even though Asta is extremely dangerous, he cannot possibly maintain that overpowered Devil Union form forever. There must be a time limit. So, the fused devil decides to run away from Asta. If the devil can just evade Asta for long enough, then Asta will run out of time and his Devil Union mode will disappear. At that point, Asta won't be able to do anything against the fused devil and the entire fight will be over. and this strategy does work for a while. The fused devil is clearly faster than Asta, and no matter what Asta does, he simply cannot catch up to the devil. In fact, the devil quickly begins to get cocky again, and he calls out Asta mockingly, telling him that he's gonna kill him and all of his friends and then all of humanity. And since Asta can't catch the devil, there is nothing that Asta can do to stop him. Things don't look good for Asta and Liebe at this point, and this tells us that as strong as Asta's devil union form is, it is not unbeatable. If another highest ranked devil possesses the same type of speed that this fused version of Lilith and Naamah possesses, they can just outrun Asta's devil union timer and defeat him. But then, at an absolutely crucial moment in the chapter, Nacht returns to the main stage with an epic play of the game. Nacht uses what's left of his shadow magic to grab the fused devil and restrain him, if only for a second. But that brief moment is just long enough for Asta to catch up and slash the fused devil in half. The insanely overpowered fused version of Lilith and Naamah is no more. Asta and Liebe won with an important assist from Nacht. And in the very next second, Asta and Liebe are separated once again as their devil union mode runs out. So they managed to defeat the fused devil at exactly the right moment. If they had waited for even a few seconds longer, it would have been too late. Literally, if Nacht hadn't intervened when he did, Asta and Liebe would have run out of time and they would have lost this fight. There is no doubt about it. The final page gives us an awesome image of Asta and Liebe celebrating their victory together as bros. And that is how this chapter ends. This is definitely a huge W for Asta and for the entire world, but we can't forget that this battle is far from over. The underworld still has 6 other floors, and each of those floors has even more powerful devils than the devils on the top floor. And as of right now, Asta and Liebe are no longer in their devil union form. They just ran out of time. So, if a new overpowered highest ranked devil appears anytime soon, Asta and Liebe won't be able to stop him. Don't get me wrong, this is an amazing victory for Asta and Liebe, but the war is far from over. It's too early to celebrate. I have to say that I really like the fact that Nacht had to get involved and help Asta win this fight. If Asta was just taking out every single devil on his own, things would get boring pretty quickly. However, this chapter made it clear that without Nacht's help, Liebe and Asta would have lost that fight. Teamwork has always been an essential component in Black Clover fights. It's not just about raw power. Strategy and teamwork have always played a major role, and I'm glad that this tradition is continuing even at this stage of the game. Black Clover has some of the best team battles in shonen precisely because Tabata pays so much attention to teamwork and strategy. And to be honest, that is one of my favorite aspects of this story. Okay, now let me know what you guys think. Did you like how this battle ended, and what do you think is going to happen next? Are Asta and Liebe going to be sidelined for a while until they can enter their Devil Union form again? And maybe other characters are going to do most of the fighting from now on? Or do you think that Asta and Liebe are going to figure out another way to keep being useful on the front line? Also, when do you think that the next floor of the underworld is going to open? And what type of highest ranked devil do you expect to see emerging from that floor? Is this devil going to appear right away, or are we going to get some breathing room first? Let me know down below. If you enjoyed the Black Clover content on this channel, please take a second and leave that like. It really helps a lot. And if you are new to the channel, or maybe you watch our videos but you haven't gotten around to subscribing yet, please do me a favor and subscribe right now. The only way to make sure that you're not gonna miss our videos in the future is to subscribe, hit that notification bell, and then select the option that says all. You can also hit me up on Twitter and Instagram at AnimeUproar. A big thank you to all of our AnimeUproar patrons who make videos like this one possible. Special thank you to Alpha Sigma, Red Haired Raven, and Avi. These guys are absolute mad lads and disciples of Lord Twigo himself. And I can't forget all of our The One tier patrons, the ones who rise above all other clans, including Ingrata, Pate Hefa, Aljatal, Dr. Cortman, The Toasted Chi, Bang, Emperor Otaku, Spidey Life Tanel, Tungsten Tarkus, Baked Buddhist, and Yuno. Finally, thank you to all of our Pro Hero tier patrons, including the one and only Gilgamesh, Steelers, Angel Cruz, Anatoly Kazatsky, Cricket XP, Rathuin Deora, Very Gucci, Alicia Octer, Bonnie Parks, Hinokami and Water, Joanne Garcia, Ted No Ted, Ice Sparky65, Jessica LaFond, Metal Mama, Corey McGowan, Fatboy Games, Deadly Saint, and Soul Ray Slice and Dice. If you enjoy our videos and you feel that they provide value for you, consider supporting us on Patreon. Even a single dollar will give you access to our patron exclusive Discord, and your name will appear in our videos along with these amazing people. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, see ya, Space Cowboys!